would start it now.
Huh?
I said you would start it now.
Of course.
Okay, so where do you want to start from? Like the beginning, or like... Do you remember what year it was?
No.
Oh, Lord.
You?
I think, if I remember correctly...
Well, you said we've been best friends for 4 years, so just minus 4 years.
No, it's been longer than 4 years now. Because, you remember, I was in 10th grade. Weren't you in, like, 11th grade when we... No, sisters. Because you remember we started off as, like, Facebook sisters or something like that. Oh, you don't remember.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this intro first. 3, 2. Hi.
Hello.
Nah. But what's up, YouTube? It's your girl Maya, and I'm back with another video. In this video, I'm introducing y'all to... We're gonna try that again.
Okay.
So, in this video, I'm introducing y'all to my one and my... Are you my only? Nah, I'm just playing. And my only best friend. Introduce yourself, girl.
Hi, my name is Heaven.
And today we come in with a video to let y'all know how we met.
Yes. This should be interesting.
So, yeah, we're gonna let y'all know how we met. We're gonna let y'all know how we met. And, yeah.
Okay.
So, you can start. Go ahead.
Ooh, how long has it been since I known this crazy chick? I want to say I was in 10th grade because I know it was around the time I was going to Gardena. Is when I first...
Gardena is a high school.
Yes, Gardena High School. Yay. Anywho, so I remember I was messaging her, it was something like we was in like a little group or whatever, and I was like, who wants to be my sister? And at this time,
you know, like back in the days, like everyone had labels like, oh, you're my play brother, you're my diary, you're my
ride or die, or whatever the case was. Labels. So at the time, she was like my label sister, and at this point, we had never met. We didn't meet until one day at a party.
But we were like on Facebook for like almost a year.
Almost a year. Like she was like my sister. I still like messaged her and everything, and we grew kind of close over that time. And I remember we went to this Valentine's Day party. Do you remember that?
Was it a Valentine's Day party?
I remember it was Valentine's Day party because it was off of, what was that, Crenshaw?
I remember the street. Yeah.
And what was it, Washington?
Was it Washington?
We walked to Rodeo, but that's later on in the story. So
that's like almost a mile, just so y'all know.
It was pretty far. I just remember that night because...
Probably not a mile, probably half a mile, but go on.
Anywho, so at the time, I went to this party or whatever, not knowing who was going to show up. It was our first time, like, ever meeting in person. I remember, I noticed her because I remember the girl that you were with, Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I remember that. And we all kind of, like, went to the liquor store, if I remember.
Yeah, it was like, the party was on this side of a corner. You know, each street has 4 corners, so it's the party here. It was like a store there, and there was like a gas station over here,
and it was like a Starbucks or something.
Yeah, something over there
on the other side.
Damn, that something over there. Damn. Anyways,
so anywho, it was about
weight loss journey coming up next. All right. Anyways, go on.
Oh, anywho, I remember it was a Valentine's Day party because I also had cut my hair that Monday. Advice for whoever is in high school: don't ever cut your hair on a Monday, and Valentine's Day is on a Friday. It just doesn't work out the same for your Valentine's. Anywho, so that was around the time I first cut my hair, and I remember you didn't recognize me because you were like, who are you?
Like,
She did not recognize. Nobody recognized me that night because I had freshly cut my hair, and I didn't even post a picture that week of me cutting my hair. I was very upset with my hair.
You didn't like it?
No, it was a mistake because I had asked my dad to help me trim my hair, and as anybody knows,
chick went bald.
and that's the end of that story. Okay.
So we at the party and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So this is back in my like twerking days. So we was just dancing, we was twerking, we were having fun. You dig? So we were at the party and we had fun. We were dancing and whatnot, whatever. I think we got kicked out.
The police showed up twice.
Yeah.
The first time was
the
the
police
war.
did show up. Yeah. I remember we had to leave.
So what we did not know at the time was the party was held in like a store or something. It wasn't being used.
Yeah, it was like the guy who threw the party, his dad owned it.
Yeah. And so at the time, like, we didn't know it was like supposed to be a store or whatever. I remember the mannequin dolls though, and the little hangers.
We went to the party and had like some mannequin dolls.
I'm like, what type of party is this? Anywho, so I remember. Oh wait, so we ended up going to the liquor store. We were dancing or whatever inside, and then the police came the first time and warned us about the music, and then the second time they came up and they shut it all down. At that time, they did not care where we went. They weren't really like focused on where we were going, or if we was even with our parents or not, or with a ride. They just didn't care. And somehow, some way, we were getting chased or something happened.
No, what happened is this boy named King. He was gay, and they wanted to fight him because he was gay.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So we were trying to help him out.
Oh no.
They wanted to fight King.
They wanted to fight King, and they were running. No, because I'm trying to figure out how in the world did we end up like all the way down the rodeo?
Because King was running.
Oh
and
no,
I was staying with King, and you were staying with me, and then your dad eventually came to get you.
Oh yeah, so I had called my dad as soon as the party got shut down, but I did not know where to go. My dad was like, "Stay there, fuse yourself to other people. If somebody tells you stay somewhere." But I was scared to go to jail because I have never been to jail. Never want to be arrested. So I went ahead and kept moving. So somehow, some way, we were like starting to walk, and then we ended up at Rodeo. Crenshaw and Rodeo. The reason...
It's like a half a mile walk.
Oh my goodness. And the only reason why I remember that we were all the way down there was because we started to come up on Coliseum where the Starbucks was, and this chick that my dad was dating at the time seen us. And I remember I ducked my head. I was like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't see me. Like, I just did not want her to see me at that time. And so we started walking a little bit further, and my dad came, and I remember I offered her a ride. I'm like, hey, does anybody need a ride home? And they were like, no, we're good.
Oh yeah, and I was with Ashley still, and I don't want to leave her.
Right. And I was like, okay, well, text me when you guys get home. Because at that time, like, I had offered rides, nobody took it, so I was like, you know what, fine, forget it, I'm going home.
We walked like a good 2 miles that night, because we ended up walking all the way to King.
Oh my
and then
God,
we ended up going all the way to Normandy.
That was like one of the most craziest nights ever. And that was the first time I've ever met her. Like, for an introduction, that was one hell of an introduction. Like, I remember at that time, nobody knew where to go or anything because everybody had got separated. And I remember at that time, I was like, she's my sister, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and go with her. And then after that night, she finally messaged me to let me know that she was safe. And then after that, everything else was like history. I remember she started inviting me like over to her house. And I was almost there almost every weekend going to parties with her.
Yeah, we used to party like we party every week.
It was a party every week. It was a party.
We went to a party.
The only way I know how was because on Friday nights, it was the night of the first party. So it was Friday night, then everybody would recover like Saturday morning, there's a party Saturday night, and then let us not have school on Monday. It was a party on Sunday. That's the only reason I remember. It was 3 days worth of partying.
And then like I used to have parties at my house.
Oh my, that one night. I remember one night she had threw a party for her birthday, and somehow a small group of just 5 girls.
I had 5 people on me.
For the first like 2 days, it was only like 5 people, and it was 5 females. And then somehow that night, after the DJ and the party got shut down and everything, I think we're in a room of 30 people. That was the largest amount of a sleepover I've ever been in. Like, no, seriously, like, it was just... And the funny part was, I don't even think your mom really knew at the fact that everybody kept asking you to spend the night.
My mom was asleep, remember?
Oh, yeah, just everybody just...
Alright, so my mom, she had fun too. My mom, she fell asleep.
And next thing you know...
Then, okay, so my mom, alright, so we had like all the rooms cleared out. I forgot what was going on. It was just a party, so we went with stuff everywhere. So, went upstairs, my mom was asleep. Mm-hmm. She fell asleep on the floor, in the middle of the floor. Because not really nobody was in the house, so she just fell asleep. So we all like made a pallet around my mom. We all slept on the floor.
Oh my goodness.
And my mom was just in the middle. And then when we woke up, my mom was all like, y'all want oatmeal or cereal?
She fed all of us.
She was like, y'all want oatmeal or cereal?
I remember we had oatmeal, eggs, and sausage, and she fed like everybody. It was a lot of people that night. For some reason, a lot of our stories involve partying, but now thinking about it, I wouldn't regret any of those nights, because without those parties or whatever, I don't feel like we would have grew a bond, and we wouldn't be here.
And I like the party days. It was fun.
It was fun. Like, without the party days, I wouldn't.
I was slim.
Oh my goodness!
I was like,
slim wasn't even a word. We was over there running for buses and everything, so that way we wouldn't get left. Oh my goodness! Or I would have to call my father and ask for a ride home, which was like not my favorite thing to do, but it was okay. But that is the story how we met. Well, that's how the story how she became my sister, and we met. And then over the years, somehow, like, everybody that we were like around kind of fizzled out.
Basically, labels got old, and we just became best friends.
That's pretty much how it happened. And we're still best friends to this very day. And I wouldn't do anything without this chick.
And it's been like almost, 5-6 years?
Yeah. I feel old. That makes me feel very old. Because we started out like second year of high school. And now...
I'm 21.
Yo, we're 21.
And she's 21.
And then, you know, we turned 22 this year.
I'm a grandmother.
Yeah, she's not, but I guess that's how old she feels. I wouldn't say grandmother yet. Unless there's something you want to tell me.
I'm gonna have a kid. And if I didn't have a kid, how they gonna have a kid?
Exactly my point.
But that's pretty much it, guys. That's how we met. And if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you guys didn't like this video,
who cares?
And don't forget to hit that
like and subscribe button.
Period.
Stay tuned for the next video.
You can tell you're not on YouTube. Stay tuned for the next video. Okay, now we gotta make a thumbnail.
A what?
A thumbnail.
What's that?